On to me. All right, this one's coming from relationship advice. My husband and I are having a baby. Is asking for more than a week too much? Please help. Hi, everyone. I, 23 female, am 15 weeks along. My husband, 25 male, and I have just started talking about the appointments/schedules going on until the end of the year. The baby is due in November. We found out I would not be getting paid maternity leave, but he would be getting paid paternity leave for up to 4 weeks. I've already started saving up for when I will be out of work for 3 weeks after the baby. I do work from home, and I didn't really think it would be a problem for him to help me out for 3 weeks while I healed, and then let me readjust for a week while I try to transition back to work. His response that he'd be happy to take 1 week off, but if he needed, he could take 2. His reason was that 2 weeks was $2,000 that he would already be missing out on and didn't feel comfortable losing anymore. A few key details before I get into the juicy part. We've been married for 5 years. Just got married in May. Yes, we had issues before the baby, and no, the baby was not planned. I had pre-existing health issues on top of being diagnosed with hyperemesis gravidarum.
Let me see.
Guys, we're gonna get Google to help with this.
Hyperemesis gravidarum.
That's what it is, guys. You heard it there. That has sent me to the ER 4 times already. He does new construction plumbing, so he's paid per project. But if he were to be working at the shop on a rainy day/low inventory, then he makes $15 an hour, and that's what he'd be getting paid during the paid leave. We already have 3 ginormous dogs that I take care of 80% of the time on top of all of the vet visits/grooming. I feel that these are important tidbits so that you can better understand where I'm coming from. All I could do in response was sit here and cry. It hit me that I would honestly be doing this alone. I had already come to terms with that once he went back to work. I wouldn't be getting much help from him since he does work a job that is manual labor, and he already is exhausted without having a baby around. I told him that at this point, I'd rather him just take the day off for the birth and I'd handle the rest. I explained that a week was hardly anything, and if I was expected to be okay with just that, then I'd rather take nothing. I've already been looking around care.com and Rover to help find someone that will help with the baby and the dogs. I don't have anyone else but him since both of our parents work and we don't have any other family near us. I now feel selfish because he got upset by what I said and he said, the baby isn't even here yet and I already feel like a deadbeat. I can't find anything online that says that if a week is enough or not, and now I feel horrible because I can't get past the emotional part of the situation. Someone please tell me if I'm wrong or something because I really don't know what to think anymore.
This one's a little bit tough because you kind of need the money, right? Like it seems like they need the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation. I was going to say, like, if it was a point where he feels like they need the money, but she doesn't feel like they need the money, then she would have said, like, we're good, we're saving. We have the funds available for him to take the time off work. But at the same time, if she's asking him to take a month off, is she not accepting the reality of their financial situation? So are they good enough or aren't they good enough in the financial? Like, is she being delusional where she's like, I know we can't afford it, but I need him to take 4 weeks off? Or is she like, I know we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I really need you to take the 4 weeks off.
Yeah. I think we need to know that piece.
We need that little bit of more info there. I feel like we have a little bit of input because my sister just gave birth to Andrew and we kind of know what they've been going through. And I would say, bro, take the 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's not hard. It's simple, but it's a lot and it's repetitive. Baby poops, you clean, you watch baby, you clean the house, blah, blah, blah. Like you rinse and you repeat, you give it a bottle and you clean its diaper and then you give it another bottle and then you clean 3 more diapers and you give it a bath. It's rinse and repeat, but it's a lot. Yeah. It's a hard workload. And not only that, but like your sleep schedule is about to get effed up for 4 weeks. Yeah. You got to wake up every 3 hours during the middle of the night. So like I would say like it's not due until November and this was back in May. Like work the overtime, work as much as you can, get on all the projects you can, see if you can save up a little bit more so that you can take those 4 weeks off.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can to get as much time as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that this was like months down the line. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe you just do as much as you can now, like, and try to save up. Like, they didn't really give any insight into their financial situation, so I'm going to assume they're okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if they're not, like, yeah, maybe
I mean,
try everything that you can do to make it work.
I would definitely say take the week. Take the 2 weeks at max if that's what he's willing to give you. Take it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know
Take it.
why she said...
Don't say, oh, go back to work the next day. Take the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not just a lot of what you have to do. It's a lot because your sleep schedule is about to get wrecked.
Yeah. That's tough. Any updates or anything?
No update. Top comment. Setting aside your husband, if you have a heart disease, you need to be talking to a cardiologist about the risk of pregnancy. You may end up needing more than 2 weeks off before and after the birth. Unfortunately, those of us with lifelong health issues don't always have bodies that play ball with our financial necessities, such as permitted mat leave and sick leave. So I think you need a safety net just in case. But your husband should be contributing to this fund too. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you got to try and save up as much as possible before the baby comes. And if the most you guys can afford is 1 week, 2 weeks,
Take as much
it.
as you can.
Take what you can. If you can't afford it, I feel for you. But I would say take the 1 week, 2 weeks.
I would say so too, yeah.
Try and convince him. You got a lot of time to see if you take the 4 weeks. Like, yeah, especially if you have like a heart condition, like you might need more time to recover too. You might not be up and about right away.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, very scary.